Are you a big fan of WWE action figures?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course I am. You know, they're amazing. Obviously, I used to play with action figure when I was young. There was actually they just brought out the retro ring again, the one that I had when I was a kid, right? Yeah.
Still waiting, I believe, for a Cesaro retro figure.
We are,
Have you got on the phone to Mattel yet?
No, I don't do that. That's Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Of course. You know, that's their thing.
I just wait and see, you know.
Are you ready? The champ is here! Yes, the man! Give me a hell yeah! What the rock? Hey yo! That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
And with that clip from Cesaro from May 2019, I welcome you to the history of Retro Series 9, and all begins on the 12th of July 2018 with the announcement one day before San Diego Comic-Con started with a spoiler of who is going to be in Retro Series 9: Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, Cesaro, and Goldust.
Back at the Retros, what do you have for us?
Well, we have a little sneak peek for everyone of an upcoming retro, a little tease. What could it be? It's a wig of some sort. Who wears a blonde wig? You'll have to stay tuned and find out, I guess.
It's not me, spoiler.
So at the San Diego Comic-Con, Steve Ozer from Mattel revealed the blonde wig of, it's gonna be Goldust, but in that moment they only showed that wig and don't tell more about Retro Series 9, who is involved in that series. But later, in October, then we finally get the GDC numbers of the Retro Series 9, and so the spoiler alert was confirmed. And only 1 month later, in London, UK, we saw at Wrestling Shop Live the first figure.
Looks absolutely awesome. Down here we've got some retro figures. We've got the world exclusive, never seen before, Samoa Joe retro figure. You can see the Undertaker with the purple gloves, purple boot coverings.
I'm Bill McKenna, and thank you for having me here at Wrestling Shop Live. For fans of our retro line, a sneak preview of one of our latest upcoming figures. It's Samoa Joe. You know, looking appropriately mean and intimidating with the, I think this is the upcoming Samoa Joe figure. Include the shorts, the right-handed destruction t-shirt, and an appropriately mean sneer. So this will be available in 2019 from across all retailers.
So the first reveal of the upcoming Retro Series 9 was Samoa Joe in the red colored pants. You all know later it will become a green pants, but this early prototype was in red. And in November of 2018, Mattel showed that Samoa Joe at their own reveal event as well.
What's up, everybody? Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, and our honorary Elite Squad member for the day, Miss Alexa Bliss. Beautiful. If I could, goofiest head I've ever seen.
I know, I like that.
You get that? Iron Sheik, Jeff Hardy, and Braun Strowman, and then a sneak preview of the new upcoming Samoa Joe figure. I love it. Tell us about.
So there we had it, next to Retro Series 8, Samoa Joe in the ring. And right before Christmas 2018, a very new leak got online pictures of the upcoming Retro Series 9, of the prototypes of Goldust, of Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. But there was no Cesaro. And only 1 day later, WWE and Mattel revealed the retro style commercial for the Retro series, for the retro figures. And also, no Cesaro was involved in that, only the Retro Series 9 figures of Goldust and Randy Orton.
Check out the new WWE Retro figure!
Yeah!
Kurt Angle hits the Angle Slam!
Sheamus raises the bar with the Bro Kick. Daniel Bryan hits the running knee.
Kinshasa!
Fear Splash!
Bray Wyatt puts him away with Sister Abigail. Chris Jericho hits the Code Breaker.
You just made the list.
HBK tunes up the band.
And the all-new Zack Ryder's gonna fist pump your face. Scan, unlock, and play on your smartphone in WWE Mayhem. New WWE Retro figures from Mattel, so close to the real thing.
It's like being in the ring.
And in January 2019, we finally get the answers. What we all was afraid about, Cesaro got cancelled. And it took myself almost 2 years to use all my connections into the business to finally find out how the Cesaro retro figure should look like. It should be like the action move was the Cesaro swing, so he got the arms like the Hasbro Tatanka, or now the later revealed Mr. T retro figure, so you can make a 300-degree spin move with that Cesaro retro, and the painting, the attire was related to his Elite figure here in the back, and the moment what makes my reveal absolute legit was when Action Figure Attack Steve Ozer himself answered under my post. He would have, it was planned, but they had to shift the gear in the last minute to another talent, and that was the Green Trunks Macho Man. And then it was time for the New York Toy Fair.
What's up, everybody? Brian Myers here for the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and we are here, Toy Fair 2019. I've never been to one of these. I'm super excited to check everything out. We just walked in, and we happened to see that familiar logo and this familiar face, my old buddy Dwayne. We're gonna go inside and check it out. Looking at Retro Series 8 here from Mattel. The long overdue Goldust, the new Macho Man Randy Savage, Samoa Joe, Randy Orton. Very cool.
So here you have the final figures, the real deal Retro Series 9. We've got Randy Orton, Samoa Joe in green trunks. You have Goldust and Macho Man Randy Savage in green trunks. It was a very, very rare Hasbro figure, was only used for a commercial, never revealed, but that let's explain from someone else.
In 1990, JCPenney put out a holiday catalog, and in that catalog was a ring with Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, and the Macho Man was featured in green trunks. But when the kids opened their gift on the holidays, the ring had the regular Macho Man in orange and Hulk Hogan. So where did the green trunks Macho Man go? This is the Macho Man that was released on its own, and also with that JCPenney ring. But here it is. As far as I know, and as far as anybody knows, this is the only green trunks Macho Man in the world, in the entire world.
Thank you, Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona. And in April of 2019, boom, the announcement, Ringside Collectibles, Retro Series 9, new in stock.
It's WWE Figure Insider, and right now we're gonna go old school with Mattel's Retro Series 9. Let's snap into it with the Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah! The Macho Man is decked out in his old school 80s look. He comes fitted with an orange bandana over his wild brown hair. A thick beard surrounds his signature grin, and a pair of white-framed classic Macho Man sunglasses complete his head sculpt.
And there is no one that does it better than the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Both his fists come wrapped in white tape, and he's also equipped in a pair of star-studded neon green trunks, knee pads, and yellow boots. Unleash the power of the Macho Man with his devastating elbow drop. Macho Man and all the rest of Mattel's WWE Retro Series 9 are available at Ringside Collectibles WrestlingFigures.com. Always known for making an entrance, the bizarre Goldust does just that. Inspired by his 1996 appearance, Goldie comes shrouded in a removable blonde wig over his golden blonde hair. The second-generation superstar has his face painted gold with a traditionally odd grimace to round out his head sculpt. The Hollywood attraction is decked out in gold and silver attire all the way down to his boots. Each figure in the retro line comes with a signature superstar move, and Goldust is no exception with his famous curtain call maneuver. You can pick up Goldust and all the rest of Mattel's WWE Retro Series 9 at Ringside Collectibles WrestlingFigures.com.
Samoa Joe looking to put Brock Lesnar to sleep like so many before. Brock's face turning pink.
Samoa Joe's head scan features his short-cut black hair with a chin-strap beard over a stern look on his face. Joe is outfitted in a sleeveless black t-shirt that reads Samoa Joe, the right hand of destruction on the front. Speaking of hands, both of Joe's are balled up into fists and wrapped in white tape with his left arm covered in a black elbow pad. He also comes outfitted in black and green Muay Thai style shorts as well as black laced boots. Each figure in the line comes with superstar action maneuvers, so get ready to feel the pain with Joe's Senton Splash.
Senton right to the chest cover.
Zero in on the third generation superstar, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. The Viper's head scan shows off an intimidating gaze as he gets ready to strike at a moment's notice. Both arms include full sleeves of tattoos, as well as a biohazard design on his shoulder blades. Randy comes geared up in black trunks featuring Orton written on the rear with black knee pads and black laced boots. Each figure in the set features superstar action, and Orton delivers the bite of the Viper with a devastating RKO. Randy Orton and all the rest of Mattel's WWE Retro Series 9 are available at Ringside Collectibles WrestlingFigures.com.
So now let's check out Retro Series 9. We have the GDC 34 Macho Man Randy Savage, GDC 35 Goldust, GDC 36 Samoa Joe, and GDC 37 Randy Orton. We in that line got, for the first time in a long time, variants, 3 variants. We started here with the variant 1, the US variant Macho Man, Goldust, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton. You see here the cardings front and back of all the 4 superstars. And then variant 2, made for Canada. Long ago, Series 3 were the last retro series with the Canadian cardings, but that was Series 9 again, Macho Man, Goldust, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton. And you see it here, no text on the action move stickers on the front and the back side, multi-language like you saw it in that early series 1, 2, and 3. So a nice throwback to the early retro years. And the variant 3, very curious, I have to say. It was the United States cards, but they get small stickers which said "Made in Germany," "Fabrique Chine" in French, and that was amazing. I think the reason maybe is that they don't make enough Canadian cards for a worldwide distribution, and so they had to use US cards for the United Kingdom reveals. And here you have the front and backs of that variant 3. You see on the right side, here is the sticker added to the card. So in April 2019, United States collectors got their retros, and 2 months later in June, it was time for Canada to finally get their retro figures on the shelves. And at Axxis, WrestleMania Axxis in 2019, the Retro Series 9 was also part of the huge Series 10 reveal with Diesel.
Oh my God. What? He's here. Oh my God. Meet me. Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Finally. Thank you, wrestling figure guys. We finally got the Retro Diesel. Oh my God. And check out the other guys. After all these years.
I've been looking for that figure since 1995.
Oh my God, the Green Trunks Macho Man. We got Iron Sheik.
Who's that guy with the real goofy?
Oh, that's me. That's Zack Ryder.
And now let's come to my collection. Here we start with Mint on Cards Variant 1, GDC 34 Macho Man in green trunks. We have GDC 35 Goldust. I didn't get a card of him signed, but I met Dustin Runnels in Dortmund at the Comic Con, and I got my retro ring signed from him. Here we have GDC 36 Samoa Joe and 37 Randy Orton, and this Randy Orton is the only retro figure of Series 9 that I've got signed.
I hear voices in my head, they count to me, they understand, they talk to me.
Here, autograph on the bubble. Not not the typical way to sign a retro figure, but yeah, that is the position that he chose. And before we come to variant 2, we go to variant 3, and this is the variant with the stickers. Here you see it very good. It's the absolute same card, the US version, but here you have the sticker on the Macho Man. Here you have the Goldust also with a sticker on it. Put it in that direction. Here we have the Samoa Joe also with that Made in China sticker. And last but not least, Randy Orton again here with a sticker. So this is the variant 3. And this is variant 2 of the Series 9, the Canadian variant. You see here no text in the action sticker and the multi-language backside. So these are the 4 cards. And also what I'd mentioned, when you check the cards next to each other, this is the Canadian, this is the US variant. The Macho Man is likely the same. When we go to the Goldust, this is the Canadian, the newer version, and next to him the United States. You see the difference of the position of the photo. You see it on his chest print, and yeah, so it's a different position there, but the biggest difference we have here on the Samoa Joe. This is the Canadian Samoa Joe, and this is the United States Samoa Joe. You see on the Canadian Samoa Joe is better centered. It's you see it here next to each other. So you see also the different position of the picture here from Samoa Joe. And Randy Orton also not so different. I think this is not changed. And now let's go with the Lucy's GDC 34. Oh no, it's not Cesaro. Sorry, my bad. GDC 34 Macho Man with green trunks doing the flying elbow drop. And yeah, here he is, Macho Man. Then we have GDC 35 Goldust with the removable wig. Here you have it. Nice accessory, doing the curtain call. Also, yeah, on the back side. So you have to push it to the front and then let it slide to the back. Then we have GDC 36. Oh, no, that's also not correct. Here we have the green trunk Samoa Joe doing the Santon Splash. It's the same move like the Kevin Owens from Series 1 and Series 4. GDC 36. And GDC 37 Randy Orton doing, of course, the RKO. So this is Retro Series 9. And now we come to the body part reuses, and we start with GDC 34 Macho Man and GDC 35 Goldust together. Why we start together? Because those two guys have the absolute similar body parts. They have a reuse of the lower body from Mankind and the upper body from Mankind. I put Mankind here next to those two guys, but only editing to the Mankind body was Ric Flair's arm, here his right arm for the chop. So these two guys only had reused body parts from Mankind and Ric Flair. Then we come to GDC. Oh no, again the wrong. I have to say, I really preferred the red pants, the red Samoa Joe before of the green, but yeah, Mattel changed that. Maybe it was because of the packaging, I really don't know, because on the card he also have green, but yeah, that's okay. We have Samoa Joe GDC 36 and Samoa Joe. Yeah, like you will absolutely know and see, not only the move is a reuse, also the complete body is all reused from Kevin Owens Retro Series 1 and Retro Series 4. And the last retro, GDC 37 Randy Orton, a reuse of, again, Mankind, lower body and upper body, but instead of Ric Flair's chop hand, he got the Retro Series 2 Stone Cold Steve Austin right fist. So Randy Orton reused body parts from Mankind and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And here we go with the checklist of Retro Series 9. A lot of cards again. Variant 1, United States cards. Variant 2, the Canadian cards with no text on the action stickers on the front. And what you also see here next to each other, the Samoa Joe was smaller on the Canadian cards. Also the position of the Goldust, of the Macho Man, of the Randy Savage, small difference. That's the first time ever that they really not only changed the stickers, they also changed the position of the background pictures of the actual talent. So that makes those cards a bit special. You see it on the Samoa Joe the best. And the third variant, United Kingdom, the United States front cards and also back cards, but with the stickers on the backside. And of course the loose 4. So we have here in total 12 mint on cards, 4 loose figures. That brings us to a total of 16 to collect items of Retro Series 9. And with that, thank you very much for watching the history of Retro Series 9. Next week, we make 2 hands full Retro Series 10, the last series before the great hiatus. And Here you see two pictures of prototypes from the Macho Man and from Goldust on HBK Shawn Michaels cards. And with that, I say thank you very much and see you next week. Bye.